What is up? It is Whit Birdlaw playing Blueprints, going for the day one challenge, but more specifically, doing this V mode. So I read online this V mode gets activated if you draft your first 3 rooms within 35 seconds of starting the game. So what I'm doing is I'm going real fast and I'm trying to draft the first 3 rooms within 35 seconds, and I've drafted 3 rooms and it's been under, I think, 30 seconds at that point. So I definitely have activated the V mode or veteran mode. So I was reading about it, and there's a link in the description by the Reddit guy who posted this. And so what it says is, if you activate this V mode, it will change how the game mechanics work. And one of the things that it does is it will allow more rooms to be in your draft pool on day one. For example, the study is not normally in the draft pool for the first few days, but when you activate this V mode, it now is available. Another thing is it gives a greater chance of having the secret garden key in the billiards room. In order to be successful on day one, I think you need to maximize steps. In this run, I started off by doing the closet first, and when I did the closet first, I was able to get the sleeping mask. What the sleeping mask does is every time you enter a room, it gives you 5 additional steps. The first bedroom I drafted was the nursery, which allows 5 additional steps for every bedroom you draft. So now every bedroom I draft, I gain 10 steps. So I have maximized my ability to gain steps early on. I know I'm going to need steps if I want to try and complete this day one challenge. As always, I am going for a full house. What I'm going for here is the cloister. I was hoping to get a free cloister, but I will take the free aquarium instead. It counts as a bedroom. So I get my 10 free steps. I'm going to go with the security here. Goes up and down, works perfectly for me. In order to be successful on day one, you need to have the garage. I go for the garage here, knowing that my full house is done, but that's not really the goal. The goal is day one, and the goal is to do it in under an hour to get the trophy of speed as well. Well on our way to do it in under an hour. In the security room here, moving the security level to high and the offline mode to unlocked. So now all I need to do is get a utility closet and I will be all squared away there. Even though it's my last gem, commissary goes the right way and I have some coins, so I'm able to buy my gem back. Looky there. Utility closet. While in the utility closet, I am going to do the VAC puzzle. In order to do the VAC puzzle, you have to change the lights. You gotta change these lights to these. colors. Once you change the lights to these colors, you pull the switch behind it, and it will allow you to have the Gemstone Cavern. The Gemstone Cavern grants you 2 gems at the start of each day, so it doesn't do anything for the day 1 challenge. But I'm feeling real good about this, and I want to have 2 gems when I start the next day. Pick up the free coin here in the Nook. Hallway works perfectly for me here. Goes down and goes all the way to the east. I decided to go parlor here because I need the gems. So now to open up the black box here, and what do we have? The 2 pink gems. Ooh, with the 2 pink gems, I'm going veranda and hoping for a sledgehammer and getting a sledgehammer. Reason I'm hoping for a sledgehammer is I know for a fact that there is a chest in the bedroom. So if and when I draft the bedroom, I will get a chest out of it. I didn't want to burn my last gem on the laboratory. Look at that. A free gem in the chapel. What a day to go to church. Perfect spot for the guest bedroom. Ooh, a key card. So I got 20 steps out of the guest bedroom. Really maximizing this nursery sleeping mask combo. I choose to go with the dining room here because of the door situation. It had doors that went up and left. I'm going back and forth between bedroom and workshop. Ultimately, I go with bedroom here because I know about the chest. And I'm hoping to get some gems out of it. I get keys, which are, I guess, better than gems, but still good. I need to go up. I have 2 gems, so I'm going laboratory here because I'm hoping to get a good experiment. Really hoping I can get something that I can do multiple times. So I choose for each bedroom you draft, after your second, set your dice to 2. I still have multiple bedrooms to draft. I go with the bunk room here because I don't want to burn my last gem on the kitchen. I get a ton of steps for it. Up to 93 steps now. So I just got the 2 dice for the experiment I did. And I'm gonna burn my last gem. I was hoping there was a chest in here. Instead of a chest, there is a shovel and a metal detector. I dig in the first spot. I get a coin. So overall, this spot I get a coin, 2 coins. Not bad. I'll take it. Alright, I got no gems. So the only option here is workshop. Battery pack. That's very good. I now have all of these items. I'm going to craft now the detector shovel. It still gives me all the benefits of a metal detector and a shovel, but it combines them and gives me a greater chance of finding items such as keys and coins. Something's beeping in here. Ooh, a couple coins. Ooh, buddy. The foundation. And it leaves a spot open to go to the back side of the foundation, so I can access the crank behind it to lower the lever and have the lift accessible. Going billiards room here. So one of the things that I read about this V mode is in the billiards room, it gives something like a 20% chance or up to a 20% chance of having the secret garden key in the billiards room. So I'm really hoping for the secret garden key here. Come on, secret garden key. Dang, no secret garden key. I need a way to get into the antechamber. I have blocked off the right side, so the Great Hall does me no good. I now need to either go in the center or the left door. Left door can be opened up by the secret garden. The center can be opened up by the greenhouse or by the weight room if you have the power hammer. I have 2 out of the 3 parts for the power hammer. I just need the broken lever. And if I find the broken lever and then I'm able to use the weight room, I'm able to go in through the bottom door, so that's an option. Or if I'm able to draft the greenhouse, that's also an option. The detector shovel already giving me multiple coins on my first couple digs. Well worth the time it took because it vastly improves your luck chances of digging up something good. Now that I have coins, I'm gonna buy me some gems. Maximizing the commissary is a must for doing the day 1 challenge. A little bummed about the salt shaker in there. Salt shaker is not a very useful item. It only adds 1 step to everything that you eat. And at this point I haven't eaten anything. So the 5 coins that it would have cost, I would gain nothing. Whereas the 8 coins that it costs to get a sleeping mask, you get 5 steps every bedroom. So like, the sleeping mask is well worth the 8 coins. Or the sledgehammer is well worth the 8 coins. Because if you access 1 chest, that was worth a key, and a key in the commissary costs 10 coins. I need something that goes down. Thankfully I have gems. Gonna do the patio here. Pick up a key. Pick up my gem. And oh, let's go! dig up the broken lever. I now have all of the pieces I need to build the power hammer. Dark room, boiler room, dark room, boiler room. I go boiler room here. I don't know why I thought so long about this. It was a free room. The only thing I was thinking about is if I do dark room, I'm not going to be able to get whatever item is in the dark room, but it doesn't matter. I already have the items I want. I have the things I need to build the power hammer. I have a key card. I have plenty of keys. I don't need the lockpick set. Ooh, speaking of keys, come down here in the boiler room and dig up a key. So really need the weight room. If I do library, it cuts off all those options to the left. Alright. Passageway it is. I now have 3 doors to try to get the weight room. Can't get the weight room on the west wing because it's a 4-door room, and 4-door rooms don't spawn on the east or west wing. So I actually only have 1 spot to get the weight room. And that's what I'm realizing right now as I look at my map. Well, if I'm able to get the secret garden, I can get in through the right side now. Have no gems. I have no gems. And so I'm forced to do the mailroom. Come in the mailroom hoping to get something, maybe some coins, maybe a gem, if I could be so lucky. If I do Maid's Chamber, it gives me 2 dice. I need the 2 dice so that on this final spot I have 3 pulls to try to get the weight room. I get it on my first pull. Let's go. So it takes away 31 of my steps, but that's okay. I should be okay on steps. So now what I need to do is I need to build the power hammer. So now that I have the power hammer, I have a way into the antechamber. I have a way into the basement. Now the only thing I need is a way to move the cart to the other side. So in order to do that, I need to draft the tomb. I have already drafted the garage and the utility closet, so I will be able to go outside and draft the tomb. It is at this point that I realize I have all of the pieces to have this day one run. The only question is, will I have enough steps? I use the power hammer and bust down the wall. Opens up this door. Grab myself the basement key. I look at my map a lot. I frequently get turned around in the rooms, so I pause and look at the map to make sure I'm going into the right room. My route right now is I am trying to go to the garage. Once I get to the garage, just gotta hit the button. Opens up the door. Now it's off to the tomb. Well, I know I'm going to be able to get the tomb because I have 2 dice. If I didn't have the 2 dice, it would be dicey, but I get it on my first pull. I didn't even need the dice. Now I just have to do the puzzle down here. So the solution to this puzzle is found in the chapel. These statues are in the stained glass, and they have little numbers underneath them, and this is the order that those numbers are. After you pull them all in the order, this will open up, and it will allow you to move the minecart that is in the way. Just gotta walk through this area here, move the minecart past the entrance spot there, so that when I go down through the foundation into the basement, I'm able to access that spot. While I'm down here, I'm gonna grab this upgrade disc. Not that it will be useful today, but at some point in my future runs, it will certainly be a useful thing. So the reason I'm digging, even though I have no more rooms to draft, is because I'm hoping, out of all hope, to get a turnip. The problem is, I think that when you have the detector shovel, it eliminates your ability to get fruit. The only things you can get are metal, which is why I was able to get the broken lever. This is a ballsy move to do this. I am setting myself up for the next day, and I I think I forgot about my step situation, and realizing that I only have 29 steps, I I didn't realize that my step situation was where it was, and it was going to cost me 4 steps or however many steps it did end up costing me right here. I wasn't really thinking about my steps, and I went all the way to the orchard. I really hope it doesn't come back to bite me. So now that I've done the move of the minecart, a silver key? Man, that's pretty cool. So far with my detector shovel, I was able to get the broken lever and a silver key, and multiple coins, and multiple keys. Absolutely a great contraption to build. Alright, I am real worried about my step situation now. While I'm going down the elevator here, I have the power hammer, and I am now aware of my step situation and counting it out, seeing am I able to use the power hammer and break down the false wall that leads to the outside to further set myself up for future days. It is, I think, real important in future days to be able to draft out of the foundation. So having the ability to just walk into the basement and go up the elevator and draft out of the foundation is real big for trying to do like the 20 dead end challenge, or sometimes just when you get stuck and you think you dead ended yourself, you're able to draft out of the foundation and really turn your run around. So ultimately, I have 11 steps right now. I make the decision that I am not going to use my power hammer. I am just going to do the crate puzzle, and then do the gear puzzle, and hope that I have enough steps. Going back to this V mode, and one of the things that it does is increase the ability to get rare rooms, or increases the room rarity. The weight room is a rare room. It is unlikely for you to draft a rare room early on in your run. Early on in your run, you are most likely to get common rooms. After common, you're likely to then get uncommon rooms or standard rooms, and then the rare rooms. the weight room was my final room that I drafted. I am convinced that the fact that I had this V mode was the reason why it popped. It was the game's way of saying, I will give you all of the rooms that you need to be successful. You just have to prove that you know how to work this game and how to win. I'll give you all the rooms and all the tools, literally the tools. Get it? The sledgehammer, the shovel, the metal detector, the tools. I'll give you all the tools you need to be successful. Oh man, lost a step going into the underpass. I don't remember, do I lose a step when I go through this gate? If I do, okay, I don't lose a step when I go through this gate, so that's good. I think I lose a step when I go into the inner sanctum though. Yep. Lost a step coming into the inner sanctum, which means I'm going to lose a step going out of the inner sanctum. 7 steps left. And I'm going to lose a step when I walk onto the gear. Oh man, it's going to be tight. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. So I think I counted 6. I am real nervous about it though. As I'm playing, I'm hoping maybe there's a fruit on this table. No fruit. I know I'm about to lose a step here when I go into the elevator spot. 5 steps. Oh man. I am going to be absolutely devastated if I miss this by 1 or 2 steps because I went to the stupid orchard. Man, am I going to lose this because I went to the orchard? 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I'm going to skip the cutscene. How many steps did I take? I used every last one of them. 147 steps, and I used every single one available. I had the tomb, I maximized my bedrooms, I got 147 steps. This was an incredible run. I am so pumped, so jacked that I was able to do it in roughly 30 minutes. The game gave me everything I needed, and I proved on this veteran mode that I have the skills to conquer veteran mode on day 1. Now, moving forward, I have these 3 trophies. I get the Inheritance Trophy, reaching room 46, the Day 1 Trophy, and the Trophy of Speed. If you enjoyed this video, check out the other videos I have on my channel, and hope to see you soon.